All right, today we're going to Mr. Gregg Ritz's farm. He's just south of us, 2.5 hours or so, but meeting the Big Tine boys down there. We're gonna hang out. I don't know if we're gonna be putting food plots in or just checking stuff out and having fun, and then we're all coming back to New Windsor at our studio, and we're gonna do a podcast with Gregg and all the Big Tine guys. So it's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna see his layout, maybe learn a thing or two, and rumor has it Frank, Big Tine Frank, is gonna be there, and Jordan is not. Maybe Jordan's met Frank at Iowa, but we're gonna have some fun. So cruising along, gonna pick up Austin, and then we're gonna head down and cut it up with the boys. Just take that fucking thing. Oh, we didn't put the other wheels back on it. Lord. Oh, sorry, buddy. We don't really want you to come with that.
Hey, pal. What's up, guys?
You got enough room, buddy?
Oh, yeah. Cozy.
We're on our way. Let's see that.
Yeah, there we go. Cool. Jeez, you guys look blowing out here, boy. Maybe they'll turn us loose on the dozer and the hoe and we can just tear shit up.
I'll hop in the excavator and fucking just smash his tractor. Got the Casco. Oh, the Casco boys are out here. Okay, we just got out to Gregg's farm. Just met up with all the Big Tine guys. Casco's here too. That was a nice little surprise. So I don't know what we're gonna do. If we're gonna hang out, tour the place, get my boots on just in case we Joe gets us into some muddy shit. And it'll be a fun day hanging out. Frank's here all excited like he always is. And we're ready to go. So let's see what's going on. A lot of cool equipment. There's some Casco drills already set up on the Kubota, and I'm gonna get in this excavator and smash the Big Tine truck here in a minute. If they let me run it, we'll see. Let's go. Hey, can we get a Big Tine side-by-side, Joe? Like, take care of us, dude.
Working on the working class bus.
Oh,
I mean,
we'll get the bus figured out, and then let's get us a couple. Hey, we're gonna need the bus. We're gonna need a tilt trailer so we can put our side-by-side on the tilt trailer and go to shows.
Joe's been working on himself a new truck.
Yeah, you get us a bus before you get a new truck. That'd be great. Well, you got an ice bath set up in your Grizzly 400, Gregg?
Yeah. I needed some days at long tree stands. You know, it's like anything. We know more about whitetails than we've ever known before. Mm-hmm. And people now are starting to manage in every state. Yeah. And we can all argue what a mature buck is. All I can speak to is this property and my properties in Missouri and Iowa and Kansas. Mm-hmm. 7.5 is about their peak age.
Okay.
So getting a deer to 5 is amazing.
Yeah.
Getting a deer to 7 is almost unheard of.
Yeah.
Right? Just because they got to run the gauntlet.
Everything's against them.
Everything. And of course, the bigger the headgear is, the more people know. There isn't a deer in the Midwest that people don't have a truck have a picture of.
Yeah,
no ghost.
I believe that.
Yeah. So that's the first boon roll.
Was this not on a wall, or did you just pull him off the wall?
He was on the wall.
Okay, I'm like, you got him lying on the floor somewhere? I'm like, damn.
No, that deer just stays in the bed all the time.
He sleeps with him.
Yeah, so it's
beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I love that big old.
Yeah, so we called him the caribou buck for obvious
Oh, yeah.
Got a shovel.
You imagine that always being in your peripherals?
Oh, I know.
It had to do
he'd walk into what?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Just scared himself all the time.
Had to have been. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Getting ready to tour the farm, jumping some side-by-sides. He's building a swimming pool next to his cabin. Or a pond. We're gonna have some fun. I just like the whole mindset of your place. It's like what's right for the animals, the habitat forward, versus like, oh, I just need to make money.
Well, and again, I'm not saying I'm the expert because I have a vision. I call Ray Rees. I'm like, Ray, what would you do here? Because he's a tree expert.
Right.
Like,
right.
and Star Seed, I got with them a warm season grasses. Like, what is the right blend of grasses?
Right.
So I'm not sitting there trying to go on YouTube and be like, oh, this
will probably be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, this is what they prescribed for you. Yeah.
And then obviously, then we bring in, Joe and Daryl. What's right for the mixes? What's right for the seed? Well, hey, I would put our clover here. We put, our long range over here, and this is.
Uh-oh.
Well, we already had germination.
Planted Tuesday, it's already germed.
Check that out. So this is long range in here?
Yes. Yep. Longer.
Look at that,
in the pudding,
Daryl.
right?
Daryl, don't film his crotch.
That's the first time I've seen Daryl smile this whole trip. If you guys saw how dusty this was when we tilled this,
It
Unbelievable.
was like flour.
it was flour.
I mean, that's
But that's a good reason
not
though
the
why
name
we
of the
didn't
plot.
go squish those seeds in the ground.
cameras on.
What's the name of this plot? You know what it is, bro.
You know what it is, bro.
It's the brown sugar
This is
plot.
brown sugar? Frank. Hello, Frank.
I'm sticking with Frank's field.
Frank's brown
BS.
sugar.
No,
All right, you named the deer in it brown sugar. The first,
No, it's just the BS plot.
let them name like a 2-year-old and then watch brown sugar just blossom in, you know?
Oh man.
That's what we need.
So right on that wood line is
Frank.
a Panther Creek.
Okay.
So they
Frank,
have
you're being
water, and
funny.
then that goes into that big timber bowl water.
Okay, yeah.
We'll go through there.
Beautiful.
That's kind of cool. You got germination in,
Very cool.
in 2 days.
That's gotta make you feel good.
Well, it does.
Daryl's smiling.
Daryl's smiling.
Daryl's
That's all
happy.
that matters.
If Daryl's happy, everybody.
Told you, man. It makes me nervous because I pressed all my seed in. Mine was pretty powdery too. So.
They came together.
I mean, my first farm was 64 acres in Kentucky. And, you know, it's like one farm, then I had to sell that, and I bought another farm, I sold that. So you're always kind of stepping up, but you're learning.
Yeah.
But having that income off of a farm, like yours is perfect because you have habitat and income.
Yeah, I'm fortunate, and it's dense. It's just a square 40, but man, I don't even go in the middle of it. You can't, which is good for the hunting. So, I'm lucky. I got real lucky finding that one. Finding it the way I did and able to like secure it, you know.
Exactly.
So
What I would do is I would buy a farm, and then I'd sell the tillable to the farmer. And then with lifetime hunting.
to get that, but we didn't.
And then I'd buy another, then I would take that, because in dollar cost average, I'd pay my mortgage down, because tillable is worth more than timber.
yeah.
So then, because I just want to own the habitat, but I want to have access.
Right.
So I just work with the farmers. I buy this, flip them that, buy this, flip them that, buy this, flip them that.
Yeah.
And it just really, it became a good scenario, as long as you have good farmers. I have great people that I work with.
Yeah. It's all learning. That's what's fun about like land, habitat, management stuff. It's like, it all ties in to your deer hunting. But now I'm just at the point where I got my little slice that I can start learning all this little by little. And,
You don't learn it till you do it.
right.
And you really don't learn it until you teach it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right, so doing it, you have a certain skill set, but when you actually have to go out and put somebody on a tractor, put a seed in the ground, and realize you're responsible for that other person,
Yeah,
it sharpens your skill even better.
I can see that. Yeah. It's a cool way to break that down. It's fun, man.
I mean, you're doing the same thing. I mean, this plot may be twice the size of your plot, but it's the same thing.
Yeah. For sure.
Quality seeds, put in, I mean, your dirt looks like this dirt.
Yep. Yeah, I'm thinking it'll be good. Now I just gotta get rain. We didn't get rain yesterday.
If I could have anything on this farm, it's what you have, which is a river or a fast-moving creek system.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I'm pumped about it because it borders the north end of that plot, and then the south of it is a dike,
Right.
and then there's an access path on the south side of that dike. So you can't, like, you don't even know it's there. I took my buddy, he'd never been there. When there's a little hole in the dike, it's a pinch point.
Yeah.
And I drove the tractor through, and he's like, "Oh, dude, this is sweet." So I'm like, "Okay, that makes me feel good that you were that pumped about it," because I'm pumped about it, but I don't get to take many people in to see it, you know. So
Right.
I'm like, all right, now I'm excited. Let's get some deer in here.
That's incredible.
We've said that. We're still in the blind, right? And you go sit on a field edge and you sit for 2-3 hours, and that deer comes out for 20 minutes.
Yep.
Where did it spend the other 23 hours of the day?
Yep.
Back here, right?
Makes sense.
So all the little things that we can do to improve this keeps them here versus over there.
Yep.
That's just the game.
Yep.
When you're dealing with wild animals that can range and go, and
Yep.
you watch some of this stuff you see on social media now, where they put the GPS collars on these deer, like down south, and they see the little like green and red, and this deer is going like this, then all of a sudden, choom, he's over here, then he's over here. So if you can hold them, I mean, even on 2,000 acres, we got, oh, I mean, we talked to a neighbor that's a half mile away. Look at the picture of this buck. And I'm like, yeah, never seen that one, right? And he lives here, right? But he's half mile away. So it's like, okay, why did he leave?
Well, all you can do is, doing what you guys are doing and just putting the time in and building tweaking every little bit of the game that you can to try to hold them here. It's all you can do.
I mean, ultimately, if I could and I had the time, if I could have a water source for every 50 acres.
Yeah.
Take an excavator and just dig, I mean, a puddle from me to you.
Yep.
Right? Just something, right?
Yep.
But deep water, and I mean, we treat our water with some bacteria. We got a pond guy that I've worked with, bacteria that digests the mud, so the water stays clear and clean.
Huh.
And then and then with that, with no mud, it's clean sand. You get no midges.
Yep.
Then you just try to fight the EHD thing, right?
Yep.
Will you go back and
Doing every little thing.
I mean, you know what it's like. I mean, you've hunted mature deer. That's all you chase, right? You lose a 5-year-old, it's like,
usually fire is our friend.
Yeah, it took 5 years to get him there.
right.
Right. That's interesting. The bank, like how it's real steep grade. That helps prevent the midge.
Correct.
I never heard anybody mention that before.
And also helps from any aquatic, like cattails and all. You don't see any around this. This pond's been in for years.
Oh.
It's because of that steep bank. The sunlight has to get to this area, and then making sure you learn how to treat the water.
Yeah.
To keep all that from forming.
So much that goes into it, ain't there?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And again, I act like I know it all. My skill in life is I know a guy.
Well, but that's the best way to learn.
I got a
too,
question, I know a guy.
Yeah. Hey.
Because then you just go to whoever's the best at water.
Right.
How do I do this? We go to the best pond installation guys. How do you do that?
Well, you look at that pond and it looks good and clean, but you don't know why until you break it down. You're like, all right, yeah, I get it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, looks nice.
It's just managing you'll find even on your 40, and there'll come a time you're like, I got it. I know every inch of it, right? I got every tree named.
Yeah.
And next you'll be like, yeah, I bet you I can do this.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
So I mean, even on it doesn't matter what size. It could be 20 acres. You will never be done managing your property.
That's for sure.
Ever.
That's all right. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Keeps you
on
into
your
it.
toes.
Joe come out with a new Big Tine seed blend, and we were like, oh my God.
Yeah, that
Gotta
Daryl
have
out
that.
there,
There will be the.
kicker on your dirt, telling you should have done this.
Well, I mean, we learn a lot. I mean, we plan a lot of their test plots for them.
Yeah.
Which helps them, but then helps us.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And not to mention, there's like the best dudes in the game to work with on some of this. It's like it doesn't get any better.
They don't.
Talking to Daryl, that guy's a freaking whiz.
Yeah. They don't. They really don't get any better.
I mean, I love it. I always tell Joe, I was like, you made feeding deer cool again, dude.
I know.
I don't know if it was ever cool, but you made it cool.
Sure. Absolutely. Feeding deer used to be like crossbows.
That should be all right.
You're like, oh, that's cheating.
Yeah.
That's cheating, right?
Yeah, make it cool.
Yeah.
Austin, I'm feeling bad for you that you lost your loopholes.
These things suck.
Oh man.
I jumped in the river the other day and forgot I had my loop holds on my head.
Oh yeah. Off the hat they went.
What a bummer.
Could you just imagine how they drain the Mississippi or if ever went dry, how many pairs of
You don't got loopholes, Joe?
Sunglasses in there.
You're not wearing them.
They're at home.
What the hell? Yeah, loophole's another one, right?
What do we do with this guy?
Another one.
Dude, I knew it.
Dude, we are like
What do we do with this guy?
completely aligned on everything.
Working out.
Oh hey,
I wore the hat.
people running great
Hey,
circles.
that's true.
Who do you guys
Loophole
have?
Performance Eyewear. That was an unintentional plug for the record. They're just really good, okay?
The best.
Look how dumb Austin looks with those glasses.
Under Armour.
And Joe,
Things
not
suck
that
ass.
cool looking. Look at me and Eric. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Best looking guys here, in my opinion.
Dude,
Just saying.
I didn't say it, but we knew you were thinking it. Just got done with the VIP tour. Nice enough to show us around. Pretty sweet setup. See all the Big Tine plots and pond setups and blind setups, grizzly blinds, Novik stand setups, the whole thing. It's cool. Laid it out how much hard work really goes into it. If you want big deer consistently, it takes a little bit of effort. You don't trip into them, and this is a perfect example of that. So
Definitely cool to see different ideas.
have a Corona to celebrate the good day so far. So it's been awesome.
So here's the thing, everybody was busting me up because I was taking trout out of the kiddie pond at the Deer Fest. But now we're gonna eat them for lunch and nobody's gonna say a word about it because they're gonna love them, so it's all good.
An update on Joe's fish from Deer Fest in Oshkosh. So he cooked them low and slow on the grill, and there's a lot of bones in those fish. Not worth the effort, Joe. I'm sorry, but it was a 4 on a scale of 10, dude. I'm sorry. That's all I got. It was a good day though.